Hello everyone, this is Alexandra from Helix Tarot. I want to thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all your thumbs up, also for all your thumbs down, especially if you explain why. I read all your comments, I'm not always answering, but I read them always. And yeah, and for every email you wrote me. So thank you for all this. And we're starting reading for March, although it's the 10th of February. But I thought that maybe if I start this early, this time I'll be on time with everything. So I hope you are all well. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, don't be disheartened. Just check your sun sign, but also your moon sign, and perhaps especially your rising sign. Okay? All right. So let's begin. See you in your reading.
Hello Capricorn, this is a reading for you for March 2017. As you can see, I've already laid out the cards, as I've already done reading in Polish, so I know what's going on here. And let me tell you, this reading is about great vulnerability, which is not something I often see in Capricorns. I mean, deep inside you are like that. You are vulnerable people, feeling very much, and often worrying. But here it's like it's all in bloom. It's clearly visible in this reading. And what's even more beautiful is that you don't dwell in it. You don't cry over yourself. You don't pity yourself. You are persistent. So if you need to wait, you wait. And if you need to endure something, you endure. And your final outcome is that you keep your heart open, which is very beautiful. As the overall energy of this reading, you have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is a Cancer card, so pay attention to people from being Cancers, having Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, Cancer. But this as well can be your energy, the energy surrounding you. And this is the energy of being ready to share your cup with someone, being ready to be intimate with someone, being open and like bare. This bare food is, for me, a sign of great openness. And generally, you're ready to love. You're ready to share this loving cup. You feel emotionally supported here, and you express your deep feelings towards someone. This is also the card of unconditional love. So this spirit of unconditional love is around you and within you in the month of March. And the reading begins with 3 of Wands. So it seems you are expecting something joyfully. You put some work and energy into something, And now you're waiting for your results to come. Waiting here on the shore for your ships to come. And this is waiting for a successful ending of some phase. Okay? And you really, really expect this. And then you have this wheel of fortune, which is turning all the time. That's why it's called the wheel of the year here. We have spring, summer, autumn, and winter here. And it seems like when I look at these cards, especially at this card, it's King of Swords in reverse. It's like someone suddenly stops this wheel turning. It's like it was all going to turn out well, but then someone put a stick into this machine, into this wheel, and it stopped. And I feel it makes you anxious and surprised and hurt, because this is not what you expected. You didn't see it coming. You see it coming this way. Huh? Something's going to change, something's going to turn into my favor, and then I'm going to charge. You have Knight of Swords. This is the most active of all the knights. He's the fastest. He's charging forwards, not thinking too much, just doing. This is the element of air, but knights are fire, so this is air and fire, which is very combustible, as you know. So you had this explosive energy ready to be released and not released for some greater reason, like this wheel started to turn backwards even, or stopped. So something is not happening here. Something you expected is not happening here. And it makes you very anxious. It makes you wary, not sleeping at night, being haunted by your thoughts of what might happen, of what could happen, but didn't. And this is the situation when we think as we were able to influence the situation. The truth is that we are not able. It's beyond our reach. These energies, like the wheel or the magician, these are major arcanas. They are beyond our influence. And it's good to realize that when you wake up at night, don't put very much attention to your thoughts when you worry, because these are only thoughts. Your mind is a trickster. Perhaps that's why the magician is here. Because magician, a very positive card for me, indicating the flow of energy and the readiness to manifest, the readiness to take your life into your hands and do whatever you want. You are the magician, you can do whatever you want. But sometimes it depicts someone who is not honest, someone who is a trickster. And here your mind is a trickster. Your mind tells you, you are me and I am you. This is the greatest lie you can have. You're not your mind. And neither your mind is you. You're so much more than your mind. Thoughts are not reality. They are only the representations of reality. And you choose your thoughts. You are able to choose your thoughts. Do you realize that? You can always choose the thoughts that are supportive, that are progressive for you, that are good for you, and discard those that make you weaker, smaller, sadder. You can always discard these thoughts because they are not you. You're not discarding yourself. If you believe your mind that it is you and you are your mind, you are trapped by it and you are a slave of your mind then, and you were tricked by it. Don't. It's not worthy. But it seems, and that is the better part of the reading, because it can be cut in half here. Now we have this Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the truth revealed. They also call it the victory card, and it's always the victory of truth. And perhaps this truth you need to realize is what I just told you about the mind, that you can choose the way you think. You can choose not to worry at night. I always say to my clients, don't do it when you wake up at 3, when you wake up at 4. Don't dive into your thoughts, because even the chemistry of your brain is against you at night. Between 3 and 4 a.m. you have the lowest level of very important neurotransmitters and hormones that are responsible for your thinking. So what you think at that time is not really useful, to say it politely. So don't do it. Just decide to choose thoughts that are good for you. Like I always, when I wake up like that and I worry, I say, okay, now stop. And I go back to one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. It's in Finland. It was a solar day, so it wasn't very dark, and it was 4 a.m. in the morning. I went out of sauna and went into the lake. I saw mountains on the other side, and I sat on the bottom of the lake. It was very shallow, like my head was above the surface of water, and I was just looking at those mountains, real mountains, and mountains reflected in the still waters of the lake. The water was cold, but I was so hot after the sauna that I created a thin layer of warm water around my body, and I was sitting very still, and everything was still and silent, and I just existed in that moment, and I felt so free, and I felt so me, and I felt so full. So I always go back to this memory when I wake up like that. So try to find a memory like that in your memory bank. A memory that makes you breathe slowly, feel calm, feel safe, and stick to this memory. Discard those swords. They are not necessary in the middle of the night. You can't do anything with them. try to sleep again. And you will think about it when you wake up and your brain is full of life again, okay? So perhaps you realize you can trick your trickster. You can do it because you're so much more than your mind. And the practice I just told you about, I hope you find it useful. It's quite intimate for me. Perhaps this Queen of Cups is making me tell you so. So this energy is also this practice is also very grounding. And this is your energy. This is Page of Pentacles, which is pure earth. It is someone who knows where the reality lies. This is someone who knows exactly where she is, who she is, where she stands, what's around her, what she's holding, what's the worth of it. And again, if you're like that, go down, go back to the earth, feel it, touch it, make contact with your element. Because what grounds you strengthens you, especially against thoughts that are like clouds coming and going, not very real, and this is real. And what I like about this reading is that it becomes so powerful after this turning point here. You have the energy of King of Wands, and it's not reversed. What's funny is that it's the same mixture as here, because here we have the air element with fire because of the night, reversed, so stopped. And here we have the fire element, because wands are fire, but it's the king, and kings are always air. So again, it's air and fire. So again, you have this explosive, combustible energy ready, this time ready to go and not blocked. Because you understood something here, something important. This card is sometimes called dawn. So it's like light after a long night. Waking up to something, understanding something. And right beneath it you have the Ace of Cups. So all that does not make you close your heart. It's still open. I would even say it's healing you. Something is healing you. Perhaps this truth has this healing energy for you. That you create an excess of emotions, excess of feelings, excess of love, and it's pouring here. Excess is a pejorative, a negative word, right? But not here. When we talk about love, we have this cup, this is our heart, and we can fill this heart with love. And when it's full, we are, content and full of love. But then, if we can create an excess of love, it starts to overflow. And then we can share it without being afraid that we will not have enough of it. No, we have enough, and now we can share. And that's why they often say, if you don't love yourself, you cannot love the other. And it's very true. But here you're building something. Out from this hopeless night, you see the truth, you connect with your element, with the air, with earth, sorry. You connect with it, you're very much into it, and you take your energy back. You get your energy back here. Creative, powerful, full of ideas, charismatic, ready to act, and acting masterfully, because this is the King of Wands. He's a real game changer. A very powerful king for you. And still you keep this heart open. And perhaps because you overcome something here with this truth. The healing takes place. It can be you, it can be someone in your environment. Perhaps it's this Queen of Cups still waiting for you. Or it's you, ready to share your cup no matter the circumstances here. No matter your worries, the blockages. You're more than that. You can endure. You can find the truth and share your cup that is full. So overall, this is a very empowering reading for me, Capricorn. Like, you never give up and you understand something important here. And the truth is like the light. Calling you and showing you the right direction here. Okay, Capricorn, that's your reading. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You can like, you can subscribe to my channel. Once again, I wish you a beautiful month, and I hope to meet you again in April. Bye bye.